Hey y'all, it's me, Minister Lenore. I got a clip for you to see. Check it out. All right? And before I go, make sure you subscribe. Thank you. Love you. Mwah. Overcome by the words of our testimony. Now go out there and start telling your story. Somebody can get delivered from it. Look at the next video.
The Holocaust.
The what?
The Holocaust.
I don't know.
What is the Holocaust?
The who?
The Holocaust.
This some California stuff?
What group of people did the Nazis target?
Oh, I think about Nazis. Kids.
What is Auschwitz?
Auschwitz, the country.
I don't know. Is it the little red mix in a container?
Something to do with the war. Back in the days, in the hologram thing.
What is Auschwitz?
Things in space?
Close. No. I'll tell you at the end. Do you know how many Jews were killed during the Holocaust?
8,000.
6 million.
Really? I did not know that.
It's sad. What we really need to do is to be open and learn from one another. Tell our stories. You know? It's sad.
Sitting here getting my fat bitch on, and I wanted to touch on the video that I duetted with Won't Be Silent, of the people who didn't know what the Holocaust was. That really is one of the most disturbing and saddest videos I've seen in a long time. And I duetted Won't Be Silent because his family was profoundly affected by the concentration camps and the regime of the Nazis. He's only here because some of his family survived things like Dachau, Auschwitz, Bergen-Belsen. He lost a lot of family in places like that too. My cousin was a World War II Army nurse, and she helped liberate places like that. I will completely admit that as a young child I really didn't know much about World War II or the Holocaust. In spring of 1975, I was in 3rd grade. And the movie, The Hiding Place, was released. The church that I grew up in decided that they would go see the movie. And my mother decided to sit my brother and I down and read us the book prior to the movie. The Hiding Place is about Corrie ten Boom and her family in Holland during World War II and during the occupation. This was a very intense book. And my brother and I had a lot of questions that my mother answered as best she could. But she did not shelter us from it. She educated us, which is what we needed. I'm also intensely grateful to my mother that every single night as a child we watched the news. So I saw things like the Vietnam War and Watergate on the evening news with Walter Cronkite. She did not shelter us. We did go see the movie with our church. And it was a good movie, but I liked the book better because it had more detail. As a 9-year-old, it made me want to learn more. And I remember the next book I read was The Diary of Anne Frank. We have school boards and districts nationwide that are banning books like Mouse, The Diary of Anne Frank, Sophie's Choice, and others because they think they're too intense, they think they're too sad, they think it's too much for kids to learn. Your children are not delicate little flowers that are going to shatter into a million pieces if they learn something that's about real history. If you don't let them learn, you are permanently having them in a state of trying to catch up for the rest of their lives. And they're going to be one of those people on the videos that goes, Holocaust? Sit down and read these books with your children. Read them yourselves. Because a lot of schools really are not allowed to teach stuff like that. Educate yourself.